Alright, welcome back everybody to yet another video in my Unreal Engine 5 multiplayer inventory component series. We are getting there. Just a few more videos. I've been saying that for the last like 10 videos, but we're getting there. Anyway, let's set up the saving. I think that's the last actual functionality we're gonna put in there. I'm unsure if I promised I would add something else, but keep commenting if it's something, and maybe I'll add it, maybe I won't. I still want to try to get some controller stuff in here, but it's a freaking mess to do controller stuff, so maybe I'll just do a video of the basics of it and we'll see. But yeah, let's do inventory, a proper save to actually save it to a slot when you close down the editor and start again. It should also save if you want that functionality. I'm not an expert on save games, so there are a bunch of tutorials out there that are probably better. The basic principle of it is pretty much the same. But I started setting it up, I started recording, and then I made some errors and stuff, so I decided to just remake it. Anyway, the first thing you want to do is you want to create a new blueprint. That's going to be a save game. So it's going to be a save game object, this one, not this one. This is the one that I already created. Select, call it whatever you want to. I just called mine save inventory, as you can see there. And basically, we set up this before, this game instance. That is for saving stuff between levels. So if there's only something you need to save between levels, then that's fine. But basically, instead of a game instance, we could use a save game object. So it's going to work in pretty much exactly the same way. We just need the variables inside of this save inventory. So for now, I just added the inventory. And in our inventory component, I started adding some stuff. So we have this client save. So just a new custom event. Client save inventory or whatever. We already have this function actually for the game instance. So I'm gonna remake this to game instance. So all of these functions in the game instance, I'm just gonna add GI at the end. So this is saving to the game instance. And we're gonna remake it with a save slot. So client save. But here we want to save as much things as possible. So I'm just gonna do client save inventory. So when we save the inventory, we need to do create save game object. And what we're creating is this save inventory that we just made. So you just select save inventory in this case, and not the basic save game. From there, you can get the inventory, which is actually this variable that we have in here. Then we just set the inventory. And now we have set the inventory of this one, so now we also need to save it to a slot. The slot name is basically what, like a save slot, like most games has. I'm not gonna do the entire UI thing where you can save to different slots and have like a list of the slots that you already saved and stuff. I'm just gonna do one slot called inventory. So it's always gonna overwrite itself. But as I said, there's a bunch of tutorials on actual entire save game UIs out there, so feel free to use them. It's just the variables that you need here that will be different. You will use the inventory variables instead of the example variables in those tutorials. So that's basically the save, I believe. And then we want to load. So when we load, we will check if does save game exist. So if we have never saved before, if we've never done this, then there's not going to be a slot called inventory, a save game slot. So this is just going to return false. I will do nothing. But if there is already a save slot, we're going to overwrite it. No, if we're loading, we're actually going to just load that. So then we would do if a save game exists. So you just do does save game exist. If it exists, we're going to do load game from slot. And from here, we need to cast to save inventory, which is our slot. We're going to get the inventory. And we're going to set our local inventory in the component. I think it's actually not harder than that, but we need to do it from with all of the variables, but let's just do a test. I'm just going to do F. Just gonna make sure that works. So inventory saved when I press F. And then on niche. I'm not gonna do the game instead of the game instance, I'll do load game. No, what did I call it? Client load inventory. Just gonna do this. Let me just pause 1 second. And let's see if it works. If I go here. And this is hard to test because now we're having, like, it's the same computer. So this is hard to test in multiplayer. Because I'm just going to save one local file, so it's going to load for both of them. But let's say I pick this up. And we have some stuff in the inventory. Inventory saved. If I now close it down, they again, shouldn't it? Yeah, you see. So now they are saved. So if I now close it down, and that's because on initialization, we are loading from the save slots. And the save slot is like a local file in your folders. This one will now have them again. So that's it's hard to test on multiplayer, but normally, so what would happen if you have two remote connections? So you're playing with your friend or whatever. So when you start your game, this is your game, right? So you're going to have your stuff loaded. But your friend here won't have the same save file because it's a local file. So they will load their stuff instead. So it's not actually, you can't really test it here without packaging and actually having two different computers run it. But it's actually pretty straightforward. So like there's a bunch of ways you could do this. You could also have like character name. Like I'm not gonna make an entire game here, but there are multiple ways to do this. If you maybe you would have like if you have like a main menu where you have a character creator or whatever, you would have a character name or player name, and then we could save them to different save slots. So in that case, you would have multiple save slots. Or the save slots could be called different stuff. But this is the basics of it. So I'm gonna set up a few more of these variables in the video just so you can see the principle of it. But it's exactly the same pretty much as we did here with this game instance. So I will let's set up the actually let's do like this. If I go into the game instance, I'm gonna do equip chest, equipped head, equipped legs, equipped consumable, fuck it, let's just do them all. I'm gonna have to do that sooner or later anyway. So let's just collapse this off function. Called save inventory. Okay, what do we got? We got chest head legs. Just had legs. We got consumable 1, 2, 3, 4. Three, 4. We got current gold. We got quick slot 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't that the same? Yeah, why am I having quick slots? Yeah, exactly. We're just saving the quick slot. The consumables is not needed, I believe. Or am I confusing myself now? I think I did the same thing. Actually, yeah. There was another error as well. I also had the main hand and off hand twice, so I had to remove it to make sure you only got one of the variables. So like the main hand and the off hand should only exist once. I had two of them and then I loaded the wrong one, so it didn't work when we moved levels. So there should only be... Exactly. This looks better. So we don't need to have two variables for everything. And I'm saving the quick slot, right? Yes, equipped quick slot. We're not saving the consumable. So it should just be called quick slot. So let's delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this. Yeah, you get the point. Quick slot 1. This is the old function for the game instance. So 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. And we can delete these. Now that should work as well. Yes, and this should be set quick slot. Equipped quick slot. Quick slot. 2. No. Set. 2. Set. 3. Set. 4. There we go. So inventory, chest, head, legs, quick slots, set equipped main hand, set equipped offhand. There we go. And we get chest, get head, get legs, get quicks. Yeah, I really need to work on my naming conventions here. Because I'm calling them consumable here and quick slot here. Anyway, you get it. They should probably be named the same. So I should probably rename it to quick slot. so that they are named the same. Two, no. Just a 0 there. Get 2, get 3, get 4. Plug them in. There we go. We're gonna get the current gold. Main hand. Get the crypto fund. There we go. So now we have a save function. And if it exists and we want to load, we're going to get the inventory, set the inventory. Now we're going to steal all of this. Just going to steal all of the variables from here. So inventory already done. Chest to chest. Head to head. Legs to legs. Main hand to main hand. Ah, wait, sorry, I can't do that. Stupid. We need to do it from here. Get head. Get chest. And before I do that, I am actually going to take all of this. Close the function. So head to head, chest to chest. Legs to legs. Main hand, off hand. Consumable. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna get current gold. Set current gold. Then we have is that it? I think that is it. And yeah, set. I'm just gonna remake this as well. Or rename it, not remake it. I feel like Quickslot is a better name than consumable. Still saving it to the game instance, that's fine. Yeah, I need to default them. So by default, these are in the save inventory. By default, these should be the empty holder item. Now it will still have that, but we are gonna equip this. We are gonna equip this. Gonna press F, inventory saved. If I close down and start again, you can see that it is saved and we now have this. So that is basically how you would save the inventory. Yes, it's trying to equip stuff that does not exist. So we're only gonna do this if it's not equal to the empty holder item. So this is in the equip weapon stuff. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, yeah. It only happened to the legs and the... No, why is that? Leg splash. So it's this one. We should probably do that for all of the... because they don't necessarily exist remotely. Actually hide that. We could actually just convert these to validated get and do like this. We only do that if they are valid. Convert to validated get. So we need to do this for all of these functions. I think that is a lot. So yeah, that's basically it. Just remember, you don't need to do stuff twice. So since we are now using the save slot instead of the game instance, just remember that you don't need to do everything twice. So on the initialize event. You can do this or this. Kind of depends on how you want to do it. Like most people would only do the save game when you actually save the game, and then you can do this all other times. Because maybe you wanna, maybe you don't, maybe you wanna have like a save slot that backtracks. So you have picked up a bunch of inventory and stuff, but when you load the game, you wanna load it to a previous actual location or whatever. And you can do this, like this save game stuff. This principle works for everything, so you could do it with like the character location and everything. So basically, on the save, you just save whatever you want to save, could be the character location, and on the load, you load whatever you want to load, and then you do whatever you want to do from that load. So the character location would be like move character to, I don't have the function, but that would be how you would do it. And this should now work still if I go into the next level, I believe. Yeah, exactly. So it's still saved. So that is two ways to save stuff between levels and to save stuff even if you close and open the game. You could also do, yeah, and then you can also use this node to delete it. So if I want to reset everything, do like this. So now you can see it's still loading. I'm gonna press F. That should delete the slot if I now play. You can see we're back to normal because I deleted the same game slot. I'm just gonna leave this here for now. So yeah, that's how you would save and load the game. Cool. As always, let me know if any bugs, and let me know if you have any questions. Please like and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.